providing resources and comfort to caregivers. This is Caregiver Crossing.
Well, good morning, everyone. You're listening to Caregiver Crossing. Caregiver Crossing is a show brought to you by Joy's House, presented in partnership with Cardon and Associates. And we're happy you're here. This show was created a long time ago for those
Was
of
that
you.
your older lady voice?
It was, it was. That is what I will actually sound like in 10 or 20 years. A long time ago. And we were created for family caregivers. So people just like you, people like that you know, and we're glad you're here. It helps to create this online, on-air community for caregivers that we so desperately need. So we are your hosts. Candace Hadaball will be with us in just a few minutes. And I'm Tina McIntosh.
I'm Terry Stacy.
Yeah, you are.
Here, present, and ready to go.
Me too. Let's do this.
All right, let's do.
Well, I do have to tell you that we're hiring at Joy's House. If you know anybody who would be great, Joy's House, not-for-profit here in town. I was blessed to start the organization nearly a quarter century ago, not using my older lady
hard to
voice.
believe.
Yeah, and so it's been almost 25 years, and we are hiring at both our Broad Ripple location and our UIndy location in guest relations. So if you know of somebody who has a heart for the work that we do with aging adults and adults living with some kind of a life-altering diagnosis, and or for family caregivers, email me at tina@joyshouse.org. Go to our website. There's an application online too. And we'd love to hear from you. So share this with others, please. We need really good people in this industry. And who we are at Joy's House is in large part who we are on staff. And so you'll actually learn a little bit more about that in this time together today. So there's that. Terry, I know you were talking about these horrible scams that they're out right now for older adults.
Oh, actually year round. I mean, really year round. This should be something that is talked about year round because the scammers, they just keep heading towards the older adults and the senior citizens, our grandparents, our moms and dads, and they don't stop. They do not let go, and they are at it bigger and bigger than ever before. And they're more sophisticated than ever before. What looks like an email from a friend or a text from your bank can often be a scammer trying to hack your information. Have you ever been scammed or your computer hacked or your phone or have you?
Yes. So
it can happen to anybody.
It can happen to anybody. Let me tell you, we got a phone call, and I know it's on this list because I saw it. I got a phone call. I was in North Carolina, got a phone call from somebody claiming to be our power company and telling me that if we didn't pay a delinquent bill that was like $700 by within the hour, that they were going to turn off our power. Well, I was out of town. I've got older adults in my home. It made me very nervous. And so I called my husband, who was in Indianapolis, and said, we got this phone call. Did we pay our bill? Did we somehow miss it? And he's like, we paid it. He calls this person back because they gave me a name and number. And when he said, this has been very upsetting to my wife, I don't believe you're legitimate. I believe that you are scamming us. The guy used some pretty strong language. He said, blink your wife and blink you, and hung up on my husband.
Oh, he'd been caught. Busted.
But it's terrible.
Yeah.
And if you're
if
you're a scammer and you happen to just fall upon our show here, I just want you to stop and think about what you're doing. You are altering the lives of people who we know are susceptible. All of us are. And shame on you. You have a lot of skills. I know it. Why don't you go use them for something that's good? It makes me very angry.
But it makes us all very angry, especially targeting anybody, but especially when you target a vulnerable situation with an elderly person, a senior citizen.
Yeah.
And a lot of you have gotten away with it, and you will pay for this. Karma will get you back for this. I promise.
Let's go back to talking to not the scammers, because it just makes me angry with them.
Yeah, we won't do it anymore.
So don't give out your Social Security number. Don't give out your bank routing or anything like that. Mm-mm. These folks are not going to call you and ask you for that. And the people who you get an email from saying, hey, Terry, this is what gets me too, so sophisticated. Hey, Terry, it's Tina. Can you send me $500? I'm in a jam right now. I know several people who have fallen for that. My coworkers at Joy's House, at least twice a year, get emails from me. They're not from me. Saying, hey, it's Tina. And it's real casual language. Like, hey, Terry, it's Tina. Sorry to bother you on a Sunday, but can you do me a favor? I'm in a real jam right now. Can you run over to CVS and get $500 worth of gift cards and just send them to me. And we've had a couple people fall for it, and out of pocket, then they're out thousands of dollars.
Because of your good hearts. You know, people have good hearts, and sometimes you think with your heart before you think with your head. These scammers even know they know the numbers show up on our phones now, and they even know how to do the 317 area code, or they can be writing. They've figured out how to use your area code where you are. So you think it's somebody local, and you might know, you just don't have their number. They've really thought of everything. And even if they shut them down, you block calls, right? We block things, we do. They're right back at it. They figure out the system, and they always will until they're caught.
Don't let them remote into. I want to make sure we're giving helpful advice too, because trust me, I could just complain about them.
Yeah.
Do not let them log into your computer. Sometimes they'll come in and say they need to fix the problem. Another friend of mine, she spent a dozen or more hours on the call with somebody who was fixing the problem on her computer and said, "Oh, it's escalated." And she thought, "Well, I'm in. Like, they've invested this much time."
Right.
They got her for like $2,500.
Oh,
not recoverable.
Horrible.
It is
not recoverable.
Terrible. And the violation, like how violating that feels to be, the person who's scammed.
Yeah.
You're not going to have to pay for COVID vaccinations and other vaccinations.
Medicare scams are rampant too. So be careful with those. The Medicare scams as well. Medicare scams happen year round. Highest frequency of scamming happens during the annual enrollment period. So that's when you start to get more and more of those phone calls too.
How are you supposed to know what's real and what's not?
We're going to tell you about how to watch yourself coming up, aren't we? Are we kind of saving how to do it for later?
Yeah, we are.
But here's a couple things to look
then,
out.
I have a lot of questions.
When talking about Medicare enrollments, insurance agents are now required to record all calls. So if the call isn't being recorded, it's not complaint.
And they have to tell you it's being recorded, right?
They have to tell you it's being recorded. Insurance agents also must read off the disclaimer within the first 60 seconds of your call. Okay. So if you're not getting that disclaimer, you know what? We're also probably telling the scammers what to do too. Now we're telling you, hey, this is what insurance, they'll figure it out. That's the thing. That's what's so
But that's why people like us have to talk about it, Terry. We really do. Be in front of it. Here's another one that gets me. Facebook. Hey, you look like you have such a great personality, and I just love your smile, and I was hoping we could be friends.
Yeah.
And then they friend you.
Yeah.
And then they get to know things about you.
Yeah. That's right.
Jerks.
Absolutely.
Jerks.
Okay, let's see. Looking at our time, how much more time do we have? A couple minutes here before we need to take a break?
Tell me about one more fun scam.
One more fun.
What about the anti-aging?
Anti-aging cosmetics and products. I don't know about this one. And I look at all of that stuff, but counterfeit cosmetics have been a severe problem for several years. And I can now understand that, because how many of that stuff pops up on your Facebook account and your news thread, all of the stuff, those ads coming up. Anyway, just be careful. Be cautious of any product that says it has no side effects. I'll leave it at there. Okay. Just be very careful. Don't put too much weight on testimonials either, and celebrity endorsements, because those are misleading too. How many times have we heard celebrities say, "I don't have anything to do with this product"?
So much.
Just be
All
careful.
Right, we're going to come back. We're going to talk here in a minute, and then we're going to come back with some solutions at the end of the show. So stay with us. You're listening to Caregiver Crossing, a show designed for family caregivers and people who love them. Caregiver Crossing is brought to you weekly by Joyce House in partnership with Cardon and Associates. We're here every Sunday to bring you support, education, and we hope to make you smile too. Visit caregivercrossingradio.org to connect with us and to hear more podcasts. Again, that website is caregivercrossingradio.org. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back here in just a few moments with Caregiver Crossing.
Welcome back to Caregiver Crossing.
Look who's here.
This
Look
is
who's
Candace.
back.
I finished my lunch. So
Breakfast.
My breakfast. Sorry. So I figured I'd join,
You've got some chia seeds in your...
Do I?
No, you don't. I'm kidding.
Why are you putting chia on your eggs?
We're eating breakfast. We're sniffing shoes. We're doing all kinds of things.
That's weird.
Whoa.
It's July. That's what you do. Isn't it like National Feet Smelling Day?
Happy Independence Day weekend, by the way.
Oh,
I like to say Independence Day. I don't like to say 4th of July.
it is Independence Day weekend, isn't it?
Yep.
July
it is.
2nd.
Why is that, Tina?
Because 4th of July is just the 4th of July. Like I like
I
to,
see.
it's Independence
Independence Day.
Like I don't want to say Xmas. It's Christmas, you know?
I get that.
Yeah. So
that.
I don't know. It's kind
We're
of a
trying to
weird thing.
change the world.
Well, you know,
No, I mean, a lot of people are like, it is not just July 4th. This is Independence Day.
It is.
You're absolutely right.
well, I even feel, you know, we just had Juneteenth.
We did.
And it's like my daughter, who's 14, was like, can you tell me more about that? And I really did try to educate her, but then it got me thinking, maybe we should be calling that something else. You know?
Oh,
Ooh, I see what you're saying.
It's like the 4th of July,
Yeah.
like Independence Day, Juneteenth. I don't have the solution.
Because you say that, and unless you know what it is, you don't know what it is.
I don't know how you would
And I want
sum
you to
that
know,
up.
right?
Yeah.
How would you sum up what it is, though, in
I
a
don't
couple
know.
of words, you know, on what that is? I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, it's thoughtful.
Freedom Day?
It's thoughtful.
I don't know.
Oh, pondering.
that up.
Okay, well, hi,
ask
welcome.
TikTok.
Welcome. We're back here on Caregiver Crossing. Candace and I, everything we do, we look for our answers in TikTok, which I made a great mango sorbet over the weekend that we'll have to talk about later with 3 ingredients. Thank you, TikTok.
Oh, yes.
But back to this wonderful show that we have here called Caregiver Crossing, and we have somebody so special with us. So many words I could use to describe, but I'm going to put you on the spot. Who are you, and what makes you special?
Oh, she's like signing in, like she's our next guest, and you are.
I am Theresa Bonner, and what makes me so special? I'm the daughter of Matty Armour. That makes me
you
special.
are.
Oh yes,
Best sweet potato pie and best hugs in the whole world.
fabulous.
yes,
That's cool. That's who you are.
That's who I am. But I'm Theresa Bonner. I am a grandmother. I am a wife. I am a daughter. I'm a caregiver. I'm an associate pastor. I'm a servant. I'm just busy.
I was going to say, you can say
wonderful.
Christian. I know that's a big part of, who you are. And we are inclusive here at Caregiver Crossing, not exclusive. So,
Okay. That's good.
yeah, Theresa, we met. Let's give a little quick background here, if we may. Theresa and I met, holy camoly, 24 years ago.
Yeah.
When this is Tina starting Joy's house. I was a wee little thing wearing my jean overalls.
Yeah,
I'm sure of it.
Like 27?
I was. And Theresa and her entourage of sisters and niece came into Joy's house. What's your memory of that encounter?
So that it was on a Saturday. We were looking for yard sales in the Broad Ripple area, and we got lost. And we came across Joy's house right on Burlington and 62nd Street, and you guys were having a big yard sale. So we hit the jackpot, right? My sister Phyllis, who's very inquisitive, we walked up and she's asking all these questions. Oh, what is this? What's Joy's house? I'm just shopping, And at the time, I was working for the state and the Medicaid unit. One of your helpers, Tina, volunteers, said, hey, you need to meet Tina. So I'm thinking I'm going to meet someone slightly older. I go into the back room. You're in the garden room with your overalls on, baseball cap turned backwards, laying tile.
It seems about right.
Was that about right? Yeah.
Yeah. That was the first time I ever laid tile, by the way.
Oh. It looked like you were doing a good job.
I did an okayish job, if my memory serves me
Cool.
correctly.
That's really cool that you were doing that. I mean, you were sweaty and dirty and getting it ready.
Oh, for sure.
Yep. And so we shared some memories. Your dad had just he was just beaten and in a coma. And I just lost my dad. And we were standing back there in your overalls and we're slobbering and crying. And we exchanged information. You called me a few days later, asked me if I wanted to come work for Joy's house. Joy's house hadn't opened yet. You promised me, if you come work for us, I can promise you, if no one gets paid, you'll get paid.
I made that promise.
You held on to that promise.
I mean, sometimes a little late in the beginning with paychecks, but
we had to sell zoo books one time to make payroll.
yeah.
Remember
Okay.
that?
So we're going to talk about what Joy's house here is here in a minute, but can we talk about, because this sets up who Theresa is, and I'll make this really quick. So we go out, we're selling those coupon books, right? The
zoo
coupon
books.
books, zoo books, $25 or
Yeah.
$45, whatever they were.
Loved them.
Theresa and I, she was the only paid staff member who would get paid maybe on the Tuesday, maybe it was on the the next Wednesday, depending on what we had in the bank account at the time.
Close thereof.
A little different now after 24 years. And we both went out. We split, like, go team. We go out. I'm going everywhere, selling my books. I'm doing okay with it. We're trying to make rent at that time. We didn't own the house
Are you
yet.
just going door to door?
Kind of. I went to people I knew, but yes, kind of. So then Theresa, we meet back at the house and we're literally emptying pockets, like coins coming out of pockets. And how many have we sold? And can we make rent? And can you get paid? And all this stuff. And Theresa kicked my booty. She sold so many of these books.
Wow.
We made rent. Life was good. I don't know how many years later it was that I found out, Theresa. What did I find out?
What she found out was, so I went to a couple establishments. Mm-hmm. I'm not the salesperson that I thought I was.
Oh, no.
So I got a few no's, and it was hot. So what I did, I bought the zoo
You
books.
bought them. Just like a Girl Scout cookie selling mom.
She bought
You bought all the
I
Girl
did.
Scout cookies.
Yep.
Oh,
yep,
my
yep, I did.
gosh,
I did.
bless your heart.
I didn't tell Tina until
Oh, it was years later.
Years
But I was,
later.
and I think I bragged about her over time, which now makes sense that she wouldn't make eye contact with me.
Oh my gosh! So she paid payroll. She paid her
I
payroll.
paid myself.
You paid herself and everybody else.
But I do tell you that because this is the kind of person that Theresa Bonner is.
for sure.
That she will give you that shirt off her back. Every cliche statement out there about how she will give of herself is who she is. And I know we're going to take a break here and then we'll come back, but I can't think of a better first employee of Joy's House. And I can't think of a better, she's beautiful too. If you could see her, she's stunning. A better face, but a better spirit of who Joy's House is. Like, Joy's House is who we are because of Theresa. And something was gone, we missed something when she left Joy's House and then came back on staff. And so happy she's here. When we come back in the next segment, we're going to talk about what it is she does at Joy's House and what makes Joy's House so special, and how we might be able to help you as a caregiver or the people that you love. So cool, stick around. I promise not to ask you any more weird questions. Although I will say that Phyllis, when you talk about her having that bold personality, Theresa is stunning. Her family is stunning. Phyllis had an afro so big she had to turn her head sideways to get in the door. I swear of it. I've seen it since then. Am I wrong?
You're pretty close to right. Yes.
Love the whole family. So
You've got. Let's talk about who comes here. Who are the guests? Tell us about who's a good fit to come as a guest at Joy's House.
Yeah, absolutely. So we provide services for adults that are 18 years of age or older and that are living with a life-altering diagnosis. And we also provide care for their caregiver as well. So we have guests that are living with Parkinson's, dementia, Alzheimer's, developmental delays, autism, just kind of a myriad of diagnoses.
a lot of strokes. I feel like we've seen strokes and TBIs with people, MS, Parkinson's. It's really, I feel like you name the diagnoses. I'm looking at Theresa and Candace because they both work here too. Like, we've seen just about everything.
I think the one that is probably more common that we haven't seen all that often are just people who are maybe going through cancer treatments and simply too weak to be able to be by themselves.
Yeah, we've only had a couple of
Yeah.
folks. Actually, when I was going through cancer, I thought about that. Like, I wonder if I'll be a guest for a while. And what an interesting perspective that would be. Our age is typically what right now?
Their average age, what I would say, was mid-70s.
Yeah.
We've had, the oldest guest was 103, and of course the youngest was 18. And we also provide services for guests that are living with hospice, that are under hospice care. So
Yes. And we have 2 locations.
2 locations, Broad Ripple, and that's our main location. Then we also have a campus on the campus of the University of Indianapolis on the south side of Indy.
Yeah. And we are at this point still accepting families only because you can imagine somebody, a guest might be with us for 12 years or they might be with us for 12 months. And so we are always accepting new families at this time. And what does that take? Somebody calls and they say, I have an aunt and I'm thinking about services.
Yeah, so we get inquiry calls via phone. Also, our Joyce House website, people will reach out for information. But the inquiry calls, people will call and say, hey, my doctor recommended me, or I passed by your house and I didn't know what this was, but now my husband is sick and I'm in need of services. So they can call us via phone or reach out to our via phone, which I don't know the phone number, 317-254-0828.
Sure. Nailed it.
Got it, yeah. Or our website, joycehouse.org. They can reach out to us that way. And
What about money?
money. So we love money.
I
We
mean,
need
you
money.
sold 2 books in the beginning, so, you're always looking for it. It's a nonprofit. We have to remind everybody, this is a nonprofit
Yes.
organization, right?
Absolutely. So we take donations. We also, we're talking about money. You ask about the cost. It's $80 per visit for our families, for the guests to come and hang out with
Per
us.
visit being the entire day.
Yes, they can come. We're open 8 to 5, so they can come at 8 and stay to 5. Some of our guests just hang out for lunch and an activity or two, and then they go home. So we're very flexible.
But I want to think about that for a minute.
Yes.
$80 a day
Yes,
for a healthcare service.
absolutely.
The entire day, 8 to 5. Like that
Does that include a lunch, or does that include, is that a separate cost if you want to have lunch here?
includes
It includes your
all
lunch
of your care while
and
you're
snacks.
here.
I've seen snacks come out.
Lunch, snacks, all activities.
Yeah.
And we assist in the restroom. We will assist with lunch, with medications. Now, if somebody wanted a bath, there might be an additional cost for that, but we can help bathe too.
Yes.
But how do people pay for it? Like, what if my family can't afford the care? Because $80, while that's inexpensive, 80 times 20 gets more expensive if I'm coming 20 days throughout the month.
Wonderful thing about Joyce House, we don't ever want a family to be in need of our services and not be able to afford them. So we do provide, we offer scholarships for families. Of that $80, we have families that we're covering 70 of the $80. And some of our families, we're covering $10 of the $80. So it depends on the family's need and their financial, where they are financially. So we don't ever want to turn anyone down for our services.
But they can private pay, Medicaid waiver, aging and disabled, Title III. So there are some other sources as well. But truly, back to Terry's point, if you are interested in supporting Joyce House, both on our adult day and caregiver support service side, there's so much. And you could go to joycehouse.org, learn more there. Email me at tina@joycehouse.org. But everything helps. We have one young man who used to send us $5 every year with a handwritten note.
Remember the guest that used to collect pennies for Joyce House?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, that's kind of interesting.
she was
Pennies
the
and model.
best.
And everything she found for the year,
got
or
it.
would bring it, she'd
clicked.
drop it off.
Yeah. And if you live in the Broad Ripple neighborhood, or you don't live in the Broad Ripple or UND neighborhood, if you just want to stop by and drop off a check, we'll take it.
Yeah, and we'll give you a tour and we'll do all the things. Like,
We'll love on you too.
yeah, we want to take care of you. Candace, you had a thought bubble.
I do. So I've made the phone call. I said, I need help. What happens next?
So you call. If you call, you'll more than likely be transferred to me. So I'll just kind of walk you through an inquiry call on the phone call, just kind of get information about your loved one, make sure that we're a good fit for one another, and then invite you into the house to tour the house. If you're excited about what you see, then we can also go ahead and set up an assessment. The assessment takes about an hour and a half to 2 hours, and it's just going through paperwork, getting to know who your loved one is, their social habits, some of their medical needs, to make sure that we are a good fit for one another. And then from there, there's a deposit that's refundable. It's a $160 deposit, which is equivalent to 2 days visits. There's a physician's order form that we give all of our families, which requires them to have a TB test or a chest x-ray. And we try to make that process pretty seamless, because that's the last thing the caregiver needs, another to-do list.
Yeah.
So we try to make it kind of seamless for them to get through the door.
You should know how secure. I'm sorry, Tina. I just want to make sure you all understand too, because I know security is top of mind. How secure is the person I love with all my heart going to be in a place? And you should know how secure and safe the environment is here. I mean, you can't get in, you can't get out. There are people everywhere, volunteers and staff that are everywhere with your loved one every minute that they're here.
Yeah.
So just know that it's not, they just can't walk out a front door or just get away.
No.
So just know that as well. You're
As long
very
as that's
secure here.
Part of the care plan, right?
Well,
is that somebody needs
absolutely.
safety and care, because we do work with the medical professionals and the entire team to
Yeah.
make sure that we're doing what is best for that individual. But you're right. The majority of people who come to either Joyce House location, they need safety, they need
Right.
community, they need care. And we do all of that. And we take that very seriously. Before we have to take a break, we were recruiting. This was middle of June before our open house. And we were, talking with people about coming. And we had one person say something. I want to get all of your reaction to it before we close. Never been to Joyce House, doesn't really know much about us, and said, I don't know that I want to come because I think you're probably too sad.
Oh,
I know that's not true, but I've been here many years now, and some of my best memories have been in laughing or singing or dancing or anything you could think of. We've probably done it here in a happy way.
yes. And that's so contrary to our environment and our culture.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that when I was working with the direct care staff, and I even share it now with my assessments with the caregivers, one of our goals is to make sure that our guests laugh at least once a day. If we can get a smile or a laugh out of out of all of our guests, the majority of our guests, because one thing that Joyce House does really well is be silly. I mean,
Right.
Yeah.
We have to live. I mean, I think, yes, we're all going to die one day. And most of our folks are at an end of life stage in some way, shape, or form. It could be years, but they're not looking forward to another 80 years on this earth. But we are here to live, and we are here to have that safety and care and community. And so if you have any questions about us, stop in, send a message or stop in, because we would love to see you.
And you've got a job opening, I do believe,
yeah,
right?
we do, we
and
do.
You've got a job opening?
Yep, that's right.
All right, you're listening to Caregiver Crossing. It is a show. Thank you so much, Theresa.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you
My
so
pleasure.
much. This is a show designed for family caregivers and the people who love them. Caregiver Crossing, brought to you weekly by Joyce House in partnership with Cardon and Associates. We're here every Sunday to bring you support, education, and hopefully a good laugh. Visit caregivercrossingradio.org to connect with us, hear past episodes, and learn more about caregiver support resources in the community and much more. That website again is caregivercrossingradio.org. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more Caregiver Crossing shortly.
I got this.
Thank you.
I got this. Do it. Hey, Caregiver Crossing here.
Hi.
It is almost time for us to be done.
All right.
All right. At the top of our show today, we talked about the jerks who do scamming.
Tina got all riled up, and now she's got a migraine.
Yeah, it makes me very angry.
I know it does. It should. It should make us all angry.
Because I think it makes people feel, first of all, violated and vulnerable and stupid. I mean, it's just not nice. I don't see how somebody sits behind their computer or, a phone or whatever and does this to another human. I just don't get it. But like Terry said, karma.
It will get you.
Oh, yeah.
It will.
So you promised me at the top of the show that you would tell me how I can avoid being a victim of fraud.
From dailycaring.com, elder fraud is a $36 billion problem.
What?
$36 billion
With a
problem.
B.
If you don't sit and talk to your parents, your grandparents about this, you're not doing them any good.
Yep.
You really aren't. You need to have this conversation with them because they are vulnerable. But so are you. Tina got taken.
Are you pointing at us with your pen?
I
right now?
am, and now I'm pointing at you.
Are you mad too?
Because you got in trouble too with this sort of deal. So it's everybody, but in particular, they go after the elderly. You can reduce fraud risk by getting rid of junk mail. Yeah,
It
it's the
seems
truth.
to be the number one deterrent is just getting rid of your junk
it.
mail.
But how do you get rid of your junk mail?
Oh, I'm glad you asked.
Tell us.
We will be sharing 4 options for getting rid of junk mail.
You start with number 4.
These better be easy.
Number 4, let me find it here. InfoCision is a telemarketing company, but they also manage mailing lists for their clients. So you can call their number, 330-668-1400, and request to be removed from all of their lists. And this can help reduce those relentless telemarketing phone calls that are so annoying. And like Terry said earlier in the show, they're starting to use our area codes. So they're getting smarter.
But are they going to charge me to do this? They are. I feel like they're going to charge
According to this,
me.
it doesn't say anything about it. Maybe ask that question before you sign up or before you request anything from them.
Okay. All right. On it. What else?
Next.
Number 3, Terry.
Am I number 3?
You're number 3.
I think I've gotten I'm so sorry, and I hate this, but number 3 is that opt-out pre-screen.
It sure is.
Opt-out pre-screen. This company stops credit card offers. Okay, so a number to call is, and we will have all this information for you, right?
Yes.
1-888, the number 5, opt-out. 1-888, no, the number 5, opt-out.
but this is the one that asks for my social security number.
They're going to ask you for social security
don't
number.
wanna
And
give
I
it
just
to
don't
them.
want to give it to them.
Yeah.
And that's why I kind of take
can
this one. I'm
not
sorry,
use
I
this
did
one
number
then.
3. I am.
Is there a 4?
There is
We
a
did
4.
4.
You did 4. She's going backwards.
Oh.
That's why I got lost. Now
more.
you're going to do your number 2, National Do Not Mail List. There is a National Do Not Mail List. Good find, Candace.
How do you get to it though?
You Google it.
You can use to opt out from junk mail. It's not the same as DMA Choice, so you could register with both organizations.
Well, and
This is
DMA
another
Choice is
company.
number 1.
Yeah.
So here's the other thing I will say is that I will, because I'm apparently old school, I will send a letter just saying, please remove me from your mailing list. And it removes me. Now they never remove you right away. Excuse me. Does everybody know that?
Yeah, it takes a little bit.
It does. So you're like, they're not removing me. But you can send it back or you can call the number of whatever publication it is and it asks to be removed. And it does work.
Also, for those emails, whether it's junk mail or just emails that you don't have any interest in getting anymore, if you scroll to the bottom of their email, most of the time there is a please remove me from mailing list type of link that you can click on, follow the prompts, and be removed from their email list.
What if we took a day and just did that?
Oh.
I know people that have done that as part of maybe their beginning of the year life cleanup. They spend time each day going through their emails and unsubscribing from all the things.
Well, I'm just thinking of the desk stress. So here at Joy's house, where Candace and I work, we have a quarterly cleaning day. And quarterly cleaning day is just that. We still have our adult day services, but we don't take any incoming calls. We're not supposed to schedule meetings. Sometimes people do. But it is supposed to be our day of cranking up music, having pizza for lunch, engaging with each other, really cleaning our offices, not just the tops of things and running the vacuum, although yes.
Yeah.
But purging and everything.
Purging the files, purging on your computer. I don't do
So
that
smart.
enough. I mean, I don't do that at home.
500 emails in my inbox right now that I haven't even touched.
Why am I mad about myself for having so many emails? I've got like 72 and I was upset about it.
No.
That's funny. So if you've emailed Candace lately and you haven't heard back, you heard it
sorry.
here.
She's just behind.
So sorry.
She's got a lot on her plate.
Yeah, it's true.
It's true.
But-
Be patient.
But imagine if you unsubscribed to many of those, you might have 240,
Yeah.
not 500. Do you do that well, Terry?
No, I do not. I don't like to let go of things.
I would have
But I
never
am
thought
quick to
that.
block and unsubscribe, and I'm quick to get rid of people that could harm me
Well, that's good.
digitally. So I am quick to get rid of all of that, but not in my office, not actual paper.
Yeah.
Are you a hoarder?
I'm close.
You
I'm
have
pretty
the
close.
tendencies.
I have the tendencies. I can't let go of stuff, especially when people send you things. Listeners that you've never met that send you something. Those things are precious to me. And I do look at them, but I've got a lot of stuff. Over 38 years in radio.
Oh, yeah.
I've collected a lot of stuff.
Might I make a suggestion?
Yeah.
What if you had somebody
Yeah.
take pictures of those things
Right.
and put it into a photo
Oh,
album?
you're right. It'd be so much better.
And you'd look at it. You could use it as a tabletop book.
Yeah.
You've got an intern, right? You can have your
No.
You want one of my kids?
Yes.
Pick one.
Web.
On it. I'll call him right now.
I think he's fixing a hole in your gate so the goats don't get out anymore.
Dude, I know. So I have 2 goats, and one of them is super sweet. She's like a fairy. She's like, hi, I'm
She's
Luna.
like a therapy goat.
Yeah, and I it's so nice of you to come by and see me. And the other one's name is Jackson, and all he does, he doesn't say any words. He just hits his head like this into things.
He does with those horns. He just butts against everything.
Terry, his horns are trying to fall off, and I'm not kidding. He's got a ridge around his horns where I'm like, babe, you are doing that to yourself.
Really?
Yeah, boy goats. Boy goat things.
Boys, period.
I love that you have him, and she just got a couple new ducks too. So now she's got like a fleet.
I should have brought the ducks in. They're the cutest things I've ever seen,
my
but
gosh.
they poop.
It's
Everything
so
poops.
awesome.
All right, I know we have to go.
We do.
We will be here next week on Caregiver Crossing, and we're so glad you're here. Take care of each other. Thanks for being here today.